Sephora says we must have these items. That's what they say. They said that last year and gave us a beauty sponge. That's true. Do you think the brands will be the same or different? That is a good question. If it's a must-have, is it continuing from last year, or do we have different must-have items? What do you think? Let's take a look. We have the Alika hair mask. I believe we had this last year. This is 30 milliliters soul food nourishing mask. Oh, now this looks interesting. Yes, and it's one of your favorite brands. Yes, The Ordinary. I like their toner. This is a squalene cleanser. Squalene and I are not on the best of scent friends, but to get it in an Advent where I can try it at what I'm sure is a lesser price, their prices have gone up. The price of everything went up. Excited to get to try this one. And this is size, where are you? 50 milliliters. And it's smiling because it's her favorite brand. Yep, color wow. I do like the majority of their hair products that I have tried. There's one that I've hit on that wasn't wild, but anyway, that's another story for another day. I ramble and I digress. This is the extra large bombshell volumizer. So when are you supposed to put this in? Damp or dry hair. 2 to 3 pumps on each section. So you have to section your hair before you use this. This ought to be interesting. Oh, I wonder what it will do for my fur. Oh dear. We'll have a very fluffy camel. We might. From Say, we have something called Star Glow. I have to get it. Oh, I bet that's a highlighter. You might be right. I'm not going to open a lot of these because some of these will be gifts or will show up in a future giveaway, but nice enough in the shade. Well, we're sort of getting bougie here with Giorgio Armani, but gee, could they have spared it? Yeah, and it's not even full. Not that I want it overflowing, but ooh, well, I just cleared my sinuses. Well, each to their own in the perfume selection department. True. Speaking of perfumes, this is Skylar. Anne took the top off so I could get a little sniff. It says Vanilla Sky. I really don't smell any vanilla in there. I smell more of a amber musk. Probably won't be a winner in my department then. But, like we said, each to their own in the perfume department. Oh, we're getting bougie again. We have an AVH brow gel. Seems small. Yes, it does. From Way, we have a leave-in conditioner. It doesn't say St. Bart, so I imagine it's a different scent. Yeah, I wish it would say St. Bart's on it, because that is a good one. But I don't like a perfumed hair product, especially for a leave-in conditioner. That's my preference. What's your preference? Oh, I don't think we're familiar with this brand. Oh, that looks new to us. Ultraviolet Supreme Screen SPF 50. Anyone else out there try this? Let us know what you think. Is it worth it or not? Nice to get a smaller size to try. So I'm griping about the size of some items, yet sometimes it is nice to get a smaller size. Ah, one of my favorites. Yes, I agree. You must have this product. I just wish it were bigger. The Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. Oh, yes, you've used this before. Yes, I always seem to get it in a sample size. I can't seem to get my hands on the real big thing that probably costs a big dollar amount. These little samples, though, I gotta say, at least for Peter Thomas Roth, these little samples go a long way. Yes, they do. Very excited to see this one. And we have something from Danessa Myricks. Oh, it looks like a blush. Yes, this is a blush, and I'm trying to get the name of it. Unbothered. Okay, hold the lid there, Fatima. Please don't swallow the lid. We're trying not to tolerate anything else. That is what it looks like. Very nice shade. Should be complementary to many skin tones. If I had to go with my must-haves from the first half of the box, I would go with the Danessa Myricks blush, with the Peter Thomas Roth cream, with the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser, and, of course, with my Color Wow. What did you see that you liked? Let me know. Inquiring camels want to know all the details. And now moving along with this must-have video, they gave us a product from Tarte, a Maracuja lip oil, plumping lip oil. And I think the shade is Buffed Rose. Gee, that's a tiny one. You almost can't see it. Yeah, things are smaller this year. Oh, I think my lashes are better than that. Yes, you do have some snazzy lashes. These are the Would I Lie from Effortless Velour eyelashes. And as near as we can tell, but we did not open it, there's no eyelash glue. I could be wrong, but I don't hear any rattling in there to indicate that there is a adhesive in there. And as near as I can tell, there is not. I could be totally wrong. These will get passed along. I'm not brave enough to try glue-on lashes. She's afraid she's going to glue her eyes shut. I did try magnetic ones. They're in a short somewhere along the line. I might try them again. Nice enough. I'm presuming this is at least a full-size item. The entire world loves Olaplex. I do not. It just doesn't smell good to me. And scent is everything, especially when it's going in my hair. Each to their own. If you love it, great. Let me know what you think of it. This is Olaplex number 7 Bonding Oil for shine and strength and repairing your hair. Granted, my hair could use a little extra help, but this is not going to be the product for me. And this is a tiny one, 0.25 of an ounce. Could they assert it? Yeah. And is excited to see this mascara. Yes, even though I've got mascara coming out of my ears, I like the Benefit brand. Their wand is usually got a thin spoolie at the end, which makes it easier personally for me to work with. So it's in black, which is fine. Got to try to please a lot of people. I would have liked a color, but We're pleasing a lot of people here. This is a sample size, or a deluxe sample size. Trying to see if there's, oh yes, here we go, 0.14 ounce. It's tiny. A lot of things in here are tiny. Yep. Oh, this is an interesting super goof, even though it's not a good product for us. This one makes my skin very tacky, yet this is an interesting concept. They're saying it is a glow screen with an SPF of 40. I'm presuming that means there's a little shimmer to it. Oh, that's a nice idea for when you're putting on sunscreen, to get a little extra shimmer. Yeah, that way then you don't do, back in the day, she's showing her age, where we used to sit out covered in baby oil. Yep, we did. I think this is a better option. 0.27 fluid ounces from Rare Beauty is a hand cream. Nice to be able to get a small to try, yet everything in this calendar just seems so much smaller than last year. Yes, it does. And I don't think I'm getting bigger. I think the products are getting smaller. Also from Rare Beauty is a perfume. I've taken a little sniff. It's too heavily perfumed for my preference. It is a rollerball application, and I did notice, you can see it here without me blinding you, there's a indentation in the lid that makes it easier, at least for me, to open it, to be able to get a grip, especially on such a small bottle, to be able to get a grip to open it. In all honesty, I would have rather had larger hand cream and skipped this perfume since we've already had perfumes. That would have been an interesting idea. What do you think? Let us know. In the shade 1 Graphite from Makeup Forever, we have an eyeliner pencil. Okay. These seem to show up in a lot of advent calendars, so that does not surprise me. With notes of dragon fruit, jasmine, and ocean air, we have something from Sol de Janeiro. Number 68. From Huda Beauty, the bottom of this says black cherry. I'm thinking this is a lip product, but I guess it could also be a blush. The print on the bottom is too tiny for me to tell what it is, and the print on the back of the box is also tiny, so we're not quite sure what this is. Hey, I get to try this one again. Oh yeah, you've had that before. Yeah, it says on here that it's Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops from Glow Recipe. The last one of these that I was playing around with didn't have any watermelon scent. And we all know I do love me some good watermelon. So if it says watermelon, I want my watermelon. She wants her watermelon. It does make a nice, light, bronzed glow. I will give it that. Even if it doesn't smell like watermelon. There was a great big space on the calendar for day 23. Guess what was in it? One sheet mask. At least it's not a beauty sponge. True. And in all honesty, I looked up the brand. This is Dr. Jart Vital Hydra Solution, Plump and Glow. Oh, and the rest of it, no wonder I can't read it, it's in French. Anyway, I looked this one sheet mask up on their website, Dr. Jart. This is $10. Well, that kind of makes sense. And I'm kind of glad they didn't fold it in half and squish it in a tiny door. Yeah. At $10, let us not squish it up. I'm excited to give this one a try. Day 24 is a Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I've played around with this a little bit before. It does also make a nice facial refresher when the weather is hot. This is airbrush. This is 0.5 of an ounce. And I did look that one up on the website, and as near as I can tell, this size is $12. Eesh, we're getting woozy over here. And for day 25, there was an itty-bitty little door into which they put an itty-bitty little milk makeup product. I've got the top here. This is the top to it. It says cooling water jelly tint. And I'm not pulled the safety seal off. I want to leave that on so it doesn't dry up. That's the shade. Well, that's interesting. As near as we can tell, this is meant for lip and or cheek. Honestly, it's a cute shade, and I'm sure that it blends out. You can probably darken it up if you like. I'm sure it probably blends out. And if it is cooling, that would be nice, because once years ago in a set, I got a cooling water product, just, I think it was for under the eyes. That thing didn't work worth a bunch of beans. This half of the calendar, there are some things I am excited to give a try. I think the thing I'm most excited for is this $10 sheet mask. How about you? Did you see anything that you liked? Did you get this? Let me know, let me know, let me know all the details. Okay, this one requires a good hard look at the nitty-gritty because, yeah, wow. That said, you must have it. Well, if you must have it, shouldn't they give it a bigger size? There were a lot of tiny itty-bitty things in here. Yeah. I don't recall last year's calendar having as many products that were this small. This one was very perfume heavy. We got at least 4. Last year we got about 3. We have 12 brands that are returning. Okay, that's interesting to know. I was wondering if it would be all the same or all different. For a 25-day calendar, it looks like it's, I'm going to say, a 50-50 split. 12 returning brands from last year, and not necessarily the same items, but I think a couple of them were. This year, there were no bonus doors. Last year, we had 2 bonus doors, but I don't know if they were really worth it or not. This year, there was no beauty sponge. Hey, that's a plus. Yeah, in as much as I'm yelping about smaller products, there was no filler fluff. This was all products, and that's what we paid for. You can get a beauty sponge anywhere. Cost comparison and value comparison. Here's where we hit some interesting nitty-gritty. Last year's was $99, 25 days, plus 2 bonus doors, with a value of $366. This year, $99 cost, 25 days, no bonus doors, and a value of $296. So we paid the same, but we got $70 less. Now, I lucked out, and I think I lucked out last year, but I'm not for sure. But I lucked out this year. I was able to use bonus points. So I got $10 off the cost. So I only paid $89. So at $89, 25 days, that would mean each day would be $3.56. If you paid the full price, it would mean each day was $4. Was the value there? I'm not sure because some of them were just so tiny. Yes, the sheet mask, okay, that has a value of $10, so we got it for $3.56. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue that point. Some of these, I don't know. You must have it, but is the price really worth it? Yeah. What do you think? Let us know. I'm an inquiring camel. I want to know all the details. Thanks for watching our video, and thanks for listening to our comparison. Like, comment, subscribe, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. We got lots of fun Advent stuff here. Stick around. Can you believe it? I'm scratching my head. I'm not sure if it was worth it or not. That makes two of us.